Hello everyone, I'm RecV5.
And I'm Sandman99.
And we're back with Madden NFL 2005 Crusaders franchise, Season 1.
Yes.
After my big defensive breakdown last week.
Yes, well, we got involved in a shootout with the Houston Marshals. And, although you had a bad game...
You had a fantastic game.
I had a fantastic game. And quarterback Bo Jenkins ends up being the NFL Offensive Player of the Week, throwing for 464 yards and 4 touchdowns. And that was a bit of a shootout. I think the final score was 42-28 or something like that. So it was like a pretty high scoring game. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, 42-28. So anyway, the offense finally got tuned up last week.
I think this is... I can't remember, is week 4 a progression week, or is it after week 4?
I believe it's after week 4.
Right.
So we're in week 4 now, and our next opponent is the Baltimore Hawks.
Yeah, in case you guys are wondering, what I mean by progression week is your players will get better or worse depending on how they perform during those few games. And so the most common thing that you get if your players perform well is your players get a lot more awareness rating. And so they'll play their positions smarter, which is really important, especially for a cupcake team.
Yeah, and particularly those safeties, like the guy that will turn around and run the wrong way when trying to defend a long pass and that kind of thing, right? Although I have to say that in that one instance where you pulled that guy and put the backup in for the rest of the game, that seemed to cure that.
Yeah.
So I just kind of wonder if... there is some kind of a thing in there where if you bench a guy, the guy you send in will actually play better.
It's hard to say. You'd have to be pretty keen, though, too, to really recognize that when it's going on.
Yeah, well, after I think I actually pointed that out because I actually saw what that guy did on 2 plays. 2 times in a row, he was called on to... make a play and did completely the wrong thing. Right?
Yeah. Thankfully, neither of those things ended up in touchdowns, but I don't know. Sometimes players just are really dumb out there, but you have to be really paying attention in order to notice it, and then you know that it's time to pull that guy and swap in the next guy.
Yeah. But anyway, the Baltimore Hawks are a aired-out team, I think. So, this could be a challenging game for you, or it could be just right up your alley, because you tend to do well against teams that are very pass-happy.
Yeah, well, I guess we'll have to see, right? I'll start off by backing up the safeties and things like that, and then... because these guys probably have like a 99 speed wide receiver.
Yeah, well, one of the things that the Marshals did last week, though, to prevent you or discourage you from backing the safeties up, is they did hand the ball to their halfback like 23 times.
I mean, it wasn't that I didn't back up the safeties for, though. It was actually the fact that our best corner was matched up against their best receiver, and they both had 88 speed. But then, of course, that corner, because he has low awareness, bit super-duper hard on a play-action play fake. And so that's how they ended up scoring one of their long bomb touchdowns on us. There's just nothing you can do when that kind of thing happens.
Yeah. Well, it's another week, and we'll just have to see how things go this week.
Yep.
And we're in Baltimore. We're the visiting team today. And it looks like we're playing in a dome, so it really doesn't matter which end of the field we choose to defend.
Tonight's showdown, so let's head to the field for the kickoff.
So wind will not be a factor. And I'm going to go with this audible system again, because it seemed to work pretty well against the Marshals last week. Where I have the choice of either throwing the hook to the tight end or throwing the swing pass to the halfback. Right?
All right.
Depending on what kind of coverage I'm presented with. You know, like I do have the other shorter, quicker passes as well, just in case I'm up against a team that's playing me tough and giving me a lot of pressure. And, you know, I developed those because I wanted to be able to switch my method. But we'll start off this way, and if this isn't working out, then we'll switch.
I think I'm going to go with, wrong side, man under 3 type audibles for this team. And then we'll see how that all works out.
Yeah. Well, you never know. They may come out and try a few run plays at the start too, but I think that it will depend a lot on whether or not they're successful early at it. And if they're not wildly successful early at it, if I can remember from these guys, they'll abandon that and just go to the pass.
I mean, I don't really care either way. I'm going to play the pass no matter what. I will always play the pass no matter what.
From the 5.
Because I'm perfectly happy to give up 200 yards on the ground because it will mean that they score slower.
Yeah, actually it was pretty crazy, but with the quarter-based defensive scheme that I designed recently, and I've been playing on a side league of a team that I made up, and I've been giving up very high rushing yardage, but the scores hasn't been reflective of that.
Yeah,
you know.
That's worse. Gain of 9 on the play.
So it's because running just takes longer to score.
Yeah, running takes more time off the clock, and you know, like it results in me scoring less because the team I play against has a tendency to have higher possession time.
Yeah,
but they also don't move the ball as quickly.
Defense has its work cut out for it, but they have to play aggressively and keep pressure on the quarterback if they want to come away with a win in this one.
Caldwell.
Oh,
I got manhandled there.
Yeah. Well, you know, I think these guys have a strong offensive line. Obviously, if they have an air-it-out offense, then you know, I think their offensive line will be pretty strong too.
The corners are backing off.
Oh, I totally got released there.
Yeah, with how hard he just got hit, he's lucky to be able to hold on to the ball.
I was kind of surprised. Nobody blocked me there. I was trying to go over to the left, and then nobody blocked me, and then here I am running upfield all alone.
Yeah.
That was just weird. I bet you they were probably going to go gun for the safeties.
The corners are giving
Probably.
a bit of a cushion. Only one man back. Hand it off.
I think I recognize this back, actually. I think his name is Lorenzo Caldwell.
Oh?
And yeah, I've seen him in other playthroughs and other leagues, and he's in the top 5 in rushing as well. So maybe I remembered exactly these guys' offensive method, not quite correctly, but...
Corners playing back. The Hawks come out with the receivers bunched on both sides. With the throw, nice adjustment. Jones with
Wide receiver left in the block, blocks my linebacker.
Yeah, go figure, eh?
The amazing wide receiver.
Ball at about midfield. The corners are backing off. They'll go from the I formation. Hands it off. Johnson makes the tackle at the 39. Good gain there and a first down.
If the defense keeps giving up runs like that for first down, they'll have to make some adjustments to slow this guy down.
It's 1st and 10. Loosening up the coverage on the outside. Caldwell lines up behind his fullback in the I.
Oh, you overran it.
I beat my guy, and then I got picked up by that guard there.
Yeah, you didn't quite manage to shoot the gap there. You ran right past it.
A little over 4 to go.
Oh, well. Whatever. I guess it's a bit of an off day today.
Well, you know what? Much to my surprise, they've actually come out running pretty heavy. Like they're presenting you with a run-heavy kind of an offense, right?
And shut that play down very quickly. That's just
And,
the case of studying
I'd rather they run than pass.
Well, true. I mean, they've taken 5 minutes off the clock here, and they're still 35 yards out, right? So,
For the first, I'll have to get the ball inside the 29
you know, I can't see an AI run team sustaining an offense like this anyway.
Stevens, the man in motion. Dropping back. Pressure. Throws it.
Oh, wow. I think you left the flat uncovered there.
No, I didn't. Where the hell did he go?
Oh, you were playing a curl flat.
Yeah, I was playing a curl flat, and he decided he was going to cover the deep guy.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe I'll have to abandon curl flats for a while.
Yeah, I think these guys are going to throw sideways on you all day if you let them. Because that's a real cheap and easy way to make first downs, right? You throw it sideways to a running back in the flat. It's very low risk, and if you don't cover it, they'll make big yardage on those.
Well, I guess this is just the way it's going to be. Alright, normally I play the curl flat to give myself a little bit better downfield coverage, but I have the hard flats. Like, the hard flats are what I'll play basically exclusively against, say, an all Madden team.
Yeah.
Only one man back.
Oh.
Pressure coming. Gets rid of it.
Yeah, well, that's okay.
There you go.
You had a little
Pass
pass defense going on out there. Yeah, I think you got to play hard flats here, because if they do throw a pass and you get any kind of pressure at all, that ball will be going sideways.
McGuire from the shotgun. Steps up, gets the
Oh, he blew it. It went right over his head.
And then they got the massive leap forward animation for the tight end there, too.
And they come through with this perfect play that gets them a first and keeps the drive going.
Which is just too bad.
Yep, it's unfortunate, but what can you do?
Hands it off. Great fake. Floats one into the
Whoa.
Well, thankfully Gooden was awake.
Yeah, he was awake, and he came back after your short guy missed it. I think the reason he was in the position he was in, though, probably is you had him playing a deep zone, but he probably bit on the play fake a bit, too, and then had to run backward, right?
Actually, I had him playing a flat zone that time.
Oh.
Looking for room. Nice.
See, another play fake. Right? That's 2 play action pass attempts in a row.
And now it's third down.
Right?
That time he was playing a deep zone.
16th play of this drive.
Yeah, I think that about all you can do here is just try and cover and hope that they don't. Yeah, see, there's another play fake. Right? That's 3 play action pass attempts in a row from the 3-yard line.
Wow.
Right?
Well, I mean, that time I lined up into cover 2. So basically I went cover 2, cover 3, cover 2. That was my play selection.
Yeah.
Just.
That was a nice play to save a touchdown.
Well, you were fortunate there. Oh, you don't trust them now? You think they might try to run a fake?
Well, what the hell? I mean, they ran like 3 play action plays in a row, so...
Yeah, you figure they might try a fake field goal?
Who the hell knows?
No, they're going to kick the field goal.
No problem for him.
Yeah, you know what? I think that they established the run, and then they thought they were going to basically just Look at that. They took 17 plays.
Well, I don't know about you, but I think the goal line is the wrong place on the field to run play action.
Yep. Well, I think that play action pass, generally speaking, you're trying to throw something a little bit deeper as well, right? I mean, yeah, okay, if you get a guy bite on a play fake and throw a flat pass to a fullback or something, sometimes you can get a good gain out of that.
Hand it off. Loses one tackle.
Nice block for your pulling guard.
Yep.
He made that play.
Yep. Well, you know what? It got 4 yards, so I guess I'm good with that.
Well, at least he didn't lose any yardage off of the broken tackle.
Yeah.
With the throw, he hits his receiver. Levy makes the stop at the 40-yard line. Jenkins really put his body into that throw.
Well, you know, this game is going to go fairly fast if they play offense like that.
Yeah, they'll run the ball constantly, and then we'll run the ball constantly and throw short passes.
Jenkins with a man in motion.
Uh-oh. No long. Wow.
You were worried you were going to get the long audible animation.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if I was going to get that play off because I audibled the tight end there to stay in and block, eh?
I think the long one is when he like holds his hands over his head and makes like a T symbol.
Yeah, that drives me nuts when they do that. And there's no reason for it.
That one.
Yeah, it's not even immersive or anything either, really. You know, like it's just something that makes it harder for you to call plays.
Passing on first down. Tosses it right. Perfect pass.
Well, probably just like a quick hand point or something would be good enough.
Yeah.
The pass but didn't go anywhere.
Nope, they were on him like glue.
And this is the 5th play of this drive. They need 5.
Well, the thing is, if players played that way in real life, you'd have like 10 delay of game penalties a game, right? Like it would be ridiculous.
Oh, it is ridiculous. You know what? Peyton Manning is in this game for the Colts. And
Number 86.
he is like the only quarterback in the game that will sit there and call audibles like crazy. And in Madden 04, he has the same AI, I think, where he calls audibles like crazy. But in this game, because audible animations are stupidly long, the AI will call every audible one at a time and then wait for the entire animation of the audible to finish.
Yeah.
And so Peyton Manning is like the worst quarterback in the game because he takes like 15 delayed game penalties a game.
Throws it out over the
Oh, he dropped it.
That was right on the money, but dropped.
Oh, well, you know what? I'm going to go for it.
You're going to go for it?
Yeah, because you know what? That drop pass nonsense is crap. I don't like it. I think it's garbage.
This is the 7th play of this drive.
The scripted third down drop pass,
especially
you think?
because that guy is the best receiver on the team, right? Like
Yeah.
hands wise.
Guns it to the right side.
And he's the worst receiver on the team, hands-wise.
Yeah.
51 catching.
Which makes me think that, you know, if you have to throw a pass on third down, they've done some kind of math trick with the result calculation that basically makes it so that
Changing the play.
you're extremely likely, like much more so than normal, to have a drop pass on third down, right?
Well, I mean, EA, especially through the recent decade here, has become notorious for their scripting in video games. So, like their scripted outcomes in terms of their sports games, and especially even in terms of Madden. So,
Yeah.
it wouldn't surprise me if that kind of thing was going on even back then.
You know, like it seems to me like it's a mathematical calculation, right? And they basically, for want of a better term, the dice roll is penalized because it's third down.
And he'll get the call. Ooh, that one will leave a mark.
Well, that was a pretty big hit, but it didn't really help them bring that run to the stop.
Well, you know what? I just keep, when I get into those kinds of situations, I just keep pushing forward and hope that my running back can keep moving forward, right?
And avoid ping-ponging around.
And avoid ping-ponging around.
Looking for room. Ooh, that one will leave a mark.
He got hit so hard he darn near had to take a taxi back to the stadium.
Okay, well, guess if we have to settle for a field goal, then at least we'll be even, right?
Yep.
Whoa. I had to turn back inside there, but I made it.
Nice.
Yeah, and this offense has really impressed me on this drive.
Well, now they've really got their work cut out for you now.
Well, when I get into around the 2 or 3 yard line, I just put this offense out there and pound it at them, right? So basically, I make a commitment to run the ball 3 times.
Well, that's really what any good team should do. Not run play action at the goal line.
Because you know what? I found even against goal line defenses, if I run out of that formation and just pound it straight at them, I could usually at least get a yard each time, right? And if you start from the 3 yard line and get a yard each time, well, then you're going to get a touchdown more often than not.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to stop. Even if you come out in the goal line defense and crowd the line and blitz tons of guys.
Yeah, it's hard to prevent the offense from getting a yard unless you get lucky and get somebody to pop through the line in the right place, right?
Only the AI thought like you.
Which they can do, right? Well, if the AI thought like me, we'd probably have a lot harder time winning games.
Probably.
Because I play the percentages, right?
Okay, we're playing hard flats now.
Only one man back. Robinson.
Okay, this is going to be a run play.
Probably, yeah.
Looking for room.
You played that one well.
At the 35. Just about a 3-yard gain.
I got pushed backwards a little bit there, but I still was in a position where I could respond.
Yeah.
It's 2nd down and 6 to go. Loosening up the coverage on the outside.
Twin wide receivers.
Stevens comes in motion.
Yeah, but it's okay because I have a nickelback out there.
Yeah. Oh, you couldn't slip off of him that time.
No, but I think I ate up the lead blocker at least.
Yeah.
I ended up swinging into the lead blocker.
Holding their block.
And we're ready to start the 2nd quarter.
And you know what? If they don't got a lead blocker, then they can't cheese you.
That's right.
The backs are lined up in an eye. McGuire with a man in motion. Hand it off.
There's play action again.
The pass off. With the adjustment, he has.
The thing is, though, I can kind of agree with the play action that they're running in this game because they have been making a concerted effort to run the ball. Right. So it sort of fits that play action would be a bit more successful. But what really bugs me is that when you're playing against a team that throws 9 passes for every 10 plays that they run, and then suddenly they sneak in a play action and it works great.
Yeah.
You know, even though they've only run the ball 5 times by halfway through the 3rd quarter. And I think that if they were going to script things, they should have scripted it so that the amount of success that play action would have depends heavily on A, how much you run, and B, how successful you are at it. Because if your running game is a joke, then nobody's going to believe that you're running when you do a play action pass, right?
It's a run play.
Yeah, nobody's going to bite on a play fake if you can't run, right?
Well, except for cupcake players.
Caldwell lines up behind his fullback in the eye.
Oh, he managed to get her. Your linebacker just got bumped there and blocked out just enough for him to get enough room, eh?
Well, that's okay.
Seventh play of this drive. They're within striking distance here. Only one man in the backfield. Waller records the
and we're snoozing out there.
Actually, that safety, I was watching him, and he played that very well. Right? You know, he's not the fastest guy on the field for sure. I think he's only got like 65 speed or something. But his angle of pursuit was good, and he actually was kind of the way he was playing. He actually almost looked kind of realistic out there, like watching the ball carrier and watching where the guy was going to go, right?
It's not the safety I'm complaining about, it's everybody else on the field.
Yeah. Well, now they're going to try and pound it at you. So you need to try some of those outside blitz plays now.
I went and trashed those. I didn't like the way they worked.
Oh.
Looking to run it here. Waller is the guy who
See, they'll pound it at you and they got a yard, right?
Just a short pickup on that play, John.
And if they do that 2 more times, they'll get in the end zone. Because you will have just as hard a time stopping them from getting a yard as they have stopping me, right?
Caldwell, the deep back. Hand off to the tail.
Oh, I pushed and then I went and created the hole for him.
Yeah.
Just get in behind the center and guard and keep pushing and pushing.
That's too bad.
Putting up 6 points on the board.
That's why I prefer the rip and spin move so much. Because if you push, you might actually create a hole where you don't want one to be. All right.
Oh, well.
And in that particular case, like everybody got blocked out there. So, but when I pushed there,
you almost
I made the hole.
Yeah, you almost got out of there, but it looks like everybody on the left side got wedged outward too, right? Like they basically just wedged a hole open in the defense there.
I should have just went and tried to do the rip and swim to the inside. I would have been better off with that, because then I could have gotten his way and maybe tackled him.
Yeah, but you know what? That's not. You can't use the same solution every time because it's a guessing game, right? You go inside, and then the next time you'll go inside, and he'll take it outside instead, right?
Well, the idea, I don't know. I mean, you know what? You can react to the direction that the runner's running in generally, and if they have to change directions, usually somebody else will come along and tackle them.
Yeah.
Right? But I had this idea that, you know, I felt like I was going to have to push past my lineman and then get into the backfield and then tackle him. But clearly that was not the case there.
Jackson makes the stop at the 35. They tried to move the ball on the ground.
A running attack that is consistent and effective will help the offense dictate the pace of the game.
These guys play a lot of 3-4 with spread line and spread linebackers, eh?
Yep. Yeah, I think they're actually running Ravens-style defense.
Yeah.
And the Ravens like a 3-4 around this time period.
He just exploded towards the marker that time. That was a big-time run.
See, I saw that safety sneak up there.
Yep. So now it's time for Parkman.
Well, you know what? If I dive up the middle for a couple of yards, at least that safety is not going to be a factor and, you know, possibly disrupt or break up a run play in the backfield or pressure me and get a sack or force a bad throw or something, right?
Yeah.
Calling an audible. Number 47, the man in motion. Gets the pass off.
Oh, didn't get it.
Oh, wow. That's the worst way to drop a pass. Don't drop it like that.
Yeah, that was pretty rough. Oh, well.
That was terrible.
That wasn't really thrown the way I wanted it to either. I tried to lead it to the outside, but for some reason he didn't lead it to the outside like he was supposed to, right?
Well, I don't think the defender was a factor in that, though. I think he just did a really bad job of catching that.
And then he dropped it. Look at that. See, third down drops, right?
Yep.
And that's time I pretty much have to punt. I can't go for it on 4th and 8. But that makes me highly suspicious, right? You know, like when every third down pass you throw is a drop, it makes me really wonder.
This one is
if they do have something set up just specifically to shaft you on third down, right?
They were able to move the ball very effectively on that last drive.
Because that guy's got catching rating pretty close to 80 too, so he shouldn't be dropping passes like that.
So they have 1st and 10 here.
Well, you were there that time.
I had to hit on the sprint button there in order to get to that guy.
Yeah, well, that could have been a big gain, but you managed to stop him.
Second and 8. Loosening up the coverage on the outside. The quarterback gets set with only one back behind him. Caldwell.
Oh, that kind of missed tackle is really bad. Because he was perfectly squared up on the guy too, right?
Yep.
Like, that shouldn't have been a miss. I could see if he had to come at an angle and then reach out for him or dive for him or something, but I mean, that there shouldn't have happened.
Well, it can't be helped, right? These kinds of things are just going to happen every now and then.
The corners playing back. Caldwell, the deep back. Throwing on 1st down. Under pressure, gets the pass off.
Hey, sideways throw, right?
Yeah, but we've got the man coverage, and we've got the flat zone, and we've got everything.
Yeah.
Second and long.
See that? Weak side tight end, and I audible.
Only one man in the backfield. They give it to the halfback.
Get over here.
At the 43-yard line.
Oh, well. 3rd and 6, they pretty much have to pass now. If you can figure out a way to stop them on this pass play. Although 3rd and 6 is actually a tough one, because if it's 3rd and 10 or more, you can usually force them to throw that short pass over the middle, right?
3rd down is when you want your players to dig deep and make a clutch play. When you convert, it gives your defense a little extra rest, and it gives your offense...
Oh, he went for the swing pass.
Well, he had Zach Mack coming after him.
Yeah.
Zach Mack wanted that sack.
Well, you know what, though? He threw sideways and made some yards on you earlier, and now he's throwing 2 sideways passes in a row for a loss, right?
Well, see, what makes it work, though, is even though this linebacker is way slower, he's got outside position on this halfback, right? And so he can position himself to make up for the speed difference there.
Yeah.
Right? That's how that play is designed. That's why I play a lot of spread linebackers.
And he chooses not to return this one.
Well, hopefully we won't end up getting hosed on a dropped 3rd down pass this time around.
Gets hosed on drop 3rd down pass.
Looks like he's changing the play. Hart in motion.
I see they've decided to come out in the 11-man box.
Yeah.
With the ref backer.
Looking for a receiver. Throws it.
Oh, he dropped it again.
And it was all drop. It was all ball.
Yeah. Wow. I'm going to have to, you know what, if I get too many more drops in this game, I'm going to go into our profile and I'm going to buy a whole bunch of Madden cards. Because when that starts happening, you need to be able to play a hands of glue card or something so that your receivers stop that.
Yeah. Yeah, look at that defensive end. Go out and cut back in.
Yeah, well, he pretty much cut me off there, but...
8 to go.
See, now we're in that 3rd down passing situation again, right?
It's your favorite situation.
Well, we'll just have to watch and see if they make the receiver drop the pass again, because he should be open on this.
with the pass.
Oh, he caught it this time.
Levy brings him down at the 42. Good read, finding the single coverage.
Well, if he's going to be flaky, you could always sub him out.
Actually, that one was the first one I threw to Mills. It's the guy on the left. Right?
Oh, Rhodes.
Rhodes, who's got the good hands. And he's the guy who's been dropping all of the passes, right?
Well, maybe Rhodes needs to get benched.
Yeah.
Looking for an option.
Yeah, that didn't have much of a hope. I got screwed up with my audibles there somehow.
Perfect opportunity to make a big play for his defense.
I was in the wrong formation, and they presented me with that wide three-man line kind of deal, right?
Yep. Come on, Jenkins. Oh, come on!
That's not a fumble. Oh, look at that! I got block sucked. Did you see that?
Yep.
I got sucked backwards.
They brought it all the way back for a touchdown.
On these turnover situations, everyone's going one way, and then the ball starts going the other way. And the next thing you know,
yeah, that's not a fumble.
6 points.
The coach is hoping to get it right here because that could be a big lift for the team.
What the official will be looking for here is to see if the knee is down.
Right.
Yeah, no kidding.
To say with that replay. This one won't be easy.
Well, it wasn't just his knee that was down. His entire side was down before he let go of that. You'd think that would be a pretty routine call.
Yeah.
They need 6.
You would think.
The Hawks come out in a nickel package.
Who are they going to cover?
Drops back. Pressure. Goes with a short pass.
Oh, stay in bounds.
Damn it.
Down now after the incomplete pass.
Man, it's just like everything that could go wrong is, right?
Yep.
To line up for what will be his second punt of the game. Here's the kick.
Even the punting.
Yeah, even the punting is not going well today. All I can say is thank God that fumble, quote-unquote fumble, didn't happen inside of 2 minutes, or we would have been screwed.
McGuire sends a man in motion. Dropping back to pass on first down. Gets rid of it. Makes the
I think your guy got blocked by the referee there in the middle.
Yeah, we had a little bit of referee cheese going on. No,
no, I guess
a wide receiver came up from the, in the middle of the line. That wide receiver, that's a halfback.
That's the halfback.
The halfback came up and blocked him through the line. The pass blocking halfback.
Yeah, that was a pretty miracle type play, wasn't it?
It's 1st and 10. Only one man in the backfield. McGuire with a man in motion. They give it to the halfback. The 50.
Ooh, the last man back.
Yeah, well, they were trying to get some linemen down there.
Yeah.
He just barrels into the defender.
Yeah, see there, number 73 up there blocking the guy downfield.
Well, there's really not too much you can do about it, though, when they're coming out in these 3 wide receiver sets all the time. Especially with the speed that they've got. I've got no choice but to back safeties up.
Again with the run. Number 95 stops him at the 40.
And I don't know what it is, but sometimes you get a fast release animation if you beat your man, and sometimes you get a slow release animation if you beat your man. And that time I got the fast release animation.
Only one man back. McGuire sends a man in motion. Caldwell, number 49, makes the play at the 36-yard line. Caldwell has had a lot of running room out there. Third down and 3 coming up. They've done very well on third down to this point. With the throw, and it's complete. Matt makes the stop.
I bet you that guy ran all the way out to the sideline and then all the way back.
Yeah, that was a very slow developing pass.
It's 1st and 10. They're inside the 20 and have a 3-point lead. Edwards makes the tackle at the 13.
Yeah, I think you had a couple of opportunities to stop them earlier in this game, though, where some really, phony things happened, right?
The first down marker is just inside the 6-yard line. McGuire with a man in motion. Drops back. Flings it to the outside.
Well,
we needed that.
Yeah,
if you're going to jump up, you better get it.
Yep, trying to throw sideways again, right? I think you got to cover those flats hard again, because if you give him a chance to throw sideways, he will.
We're just about down to 1 minute. So as they get set to try to convert, here's what both teams have done on 3rd down.
3rd down conversions are usually a good barometer of how well your offense is playing. It means that your offense is making big plays when they
see that?
That would have been out of bounds.
Yeah, maybe, but if you hadn't had it covered, though, right?
So that'll happen a lot with opposing offense.
Williams leads the field.
Then he would have been able to stop. Because, like, where your coverage is, I think, also does affect how those passes go somewhat, right?
Yeah.
And if you had nobody out there, that guy would have stopped and stood just inside the stripe, and the quarterback would have thrown the ball right to him, right?
Yeah, well, I have a play that I play in those somewhat medium range situations called cover 2 wide. And what it is it's cover 2, but the cornerbacks are the ones who actually play the hook zones, and they come up into the inside slightly, so that if they want to try any right off the bat quarterback hot potato cheese, those corners are the guys who are there to actually intercept those passes, right?
Yeah.
And then also, because it's the corners who are dropping back in the hook zones instead of linebackers, they tend to have a bit more speed to be able to run back and help the safeties out a little bit more, so they're not totally
look at that.
hung out.
Oh, that's so phony.
Third and 7. Hawks come out
Right.
of a nickel
I hate it when they slide off the block like that.
Yep.
Drops back with the throw.
Oh, and then he drops the 3rd down pass, right? How many 3rd down passes have we dropped in this game so far? 3 or 4?
Oh, something like that.
Yeah. And it seems like every time there's a drop, it's on 3rd down.
He just couldn't hang on to it.
Well, that's a pretty good punt.
Yeah, I think I'm going to need you to take the ball away from these guys and score on them, because you know
That's
what?
not possible.
I think that the way that things are going here, if I have to throw a pass on 3rd down, I'm punting, right?
I don't know, man. If you need to rely on me to score points, I think we're probably SOL in this one.
Yeah. Well, so far, things have been going pretty tough here, because my receivers are just not catching the ball on 3rd down, right?
Throwing on 1st down. Surveying the
I was like right beside him.
Yeah.
And the cornerback is able to tip it away from the
Yeah, he really, well, I'm surprised actually that you hadn't called an audible to shift there, but you must have had a coverage out there that you wanted or something.
I did, yeah.
Looks like he's calling an audible. McGuire out of the gun. McGuire sends a man in motion. He sees something in the defense. With the throw.
Well,
pass defense.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm going to have to start coming out passing on second down on purpose or something if I don't make a decent amount of yardage on first down. Because if I have to, if I'm going to be awarded a drop pass on third down every time I go to throw a third down pass, I'm not going to be able to do much.
Oh, that's really too bad. We actually, I ate up 2 linemen there, and that guy got around completely free. He just wasn't fast enough. Sadly.
So they have 1st and 10 here. Only 1 man back. Throwing on 1st down. Throws it incomplete.
Well, that was covered pretty well.
Yeah, he hit my linebacker.
The ball out there quickly, but it has to be catchable. You got to use some touch.
Fifth play of this drive. Backing off. The quarterback gets set with only 1 back behind him. With the throw, and he's tackled at the 35-yard line. And pulls in the pass for a first down.
They've only got 1 timeout left, so I'm kind of surprised they're not hurrying here a little bit.
Well, that's okay. I'll take my sweet time calling a play here.
It's 1st and 10. The quarterback lines up with 2 backs.
Oh, they're going to run.
Yeah, well, you needed that. Now they're going to have to call a timeout or they're going to run out of time. Unless they don't plan to even try to score any points.
Oh, there you go. They called the timeout, and they're going to try a field goal.
Yeah, they're going to try a long field goal here.
He's one of the best in the league.
That's a pretty long one. He's almost standing at midfield there.
Oh, they'll make it. They always do.
Oh, he's going to be short.
Oh, he hit the
crossbar. Well, that was a break.
Yeah, well, we needed that.
Wow, this has been a tough game so far.
Here are the halftime stats as we get set for the second half kickoff. Nice kick. Plenty of distance. From the 7 to the 20.
Oh, if I'd have just been able to go a little bit more, I could have got past those guys.
1st and 10.
It looked like it had opened up quite a bit there.
Looks like he's changing the play. Dropping back to pass on 1st down. Throws on the move. Dropped behind the line for a loss of a couple. Caught the pass but didn't go anywhere.
Well, it wasn't really a loss.
Yeah, you actually got back to the line of scrimmage.
I managed to get back to the line of scrimmage, yeah. But I think I'm going to have to throw a second down pass here because...
Al is like, oh, you know what? That pass didn't pick up 20 yards, so it was caught behind the line for a loss of a couple.
Oh, he dropped it! Wow!
Yep, you're going to have to throw another pass.
What do I have to do? What do I have to do? This is crazy. Like it shows here, I'm 8 of 16, but you look at... You look at the stats here, I've got 6 drop passes, and they're both by the best 2 receivers on the team.
Yeah,
right?
We're only just inside halftime here.
Yeah, like this is insane. It's no wonder I can't do anything.
Maybe we'll have to sub those guys out.
Yeah, but who do you put in?
Put in the shit guys.
He's looking, throws it.
Maybe they'll do a better job.
Oh, and then they gave me a shitty spot.
He gets his helmet
right
under his chin, and wham, he takes him straight to the turf.
Man, I can't get a break no matter what I do.
I hear you, I do.
Not much hang time on this one.
Oh!
From the 35.
Oh, and then they doesn't even have the decency to fumble that after taking that risky fielding. Right? I was trying to create a fumble situation there.
Yeah.
That's why I kicked it right at him. Right?
It's 1st and 10.
I'm just trying to do anything just to try and get something going.
Lead, one big reason is because they've done a real good job on the ground on 1st down.
Yeah, when you gain 5 yards or more, it sets you up in good 2nd and 3rd situations.
Caldwell couldn't get out of the backfield.
That was just a defensive line getting lower than the offensive line. When your defensive guys up front can control the line of scrimmage, it makes it very difficult to move the ball on offense.
Caldwell lines up behind his fullback in the eye. Proceeds the handoff.
Well, at least he's not missing tackles now.
Playing with enthusiasm.
Now you can play your game where you make him throw that short pass and then just tackle him before he can get the first down, right?
Defender in his face to knock him down. The offense has been stepping it up on 3rd down all day.
Yeah.
And this pass is completed. He makes the catch, but they tackle him right
Playing
away.
with authority.
4th down right now. That's good.
Well, you know, when you can get him into that situation, you're going to stop him most of the time, right?
It's 4th and a mile, so out comes the punter. Here's the punt. From the 25.
Actually got a bit of a return on that one.
Yeah, you did. You got a bit of a return.
Now as they come back out onto the field. It's 1st and 10. Looks like he's changing the play. Jenkins with a man in motion.
Maybe look to Easley.
Well, I always do.
They'll pass on 1st down.
It's just that they haven't been covering the way that they did that time very often in this game, right?
Yeah.
That's the one thing. You know that your time is short and the defense is going to be pushing right in your face on 3rd
See,
down.
if those 6 drops had been catches, I'd be 16 of 18 right now. Right?
Yep. Nope. Oh, maybe.
Yeah, I just barely got it off, but I got it off.
At the 49. Jenkins, it's about a 3-yard pickup for him. They need 5.
Yeah, Jenkins is like, I'll take my football bazooka and fire it into you.
Yeah.
And if you don't catch it, it'll go straight through you.
Well, it's been pretty crazy. This has been a really weird game, eh?
Fullback handoff. Cook with the stop at the 46-yard line. They went with the running play.
You never know when you're going to find some room and break loose into the secondary.
As they get ready for this 3rd down play, we'll take a look at how they've done today.
Let's just do a quick change.
We'll go back to the play on the field.
And hope we don't have to throw it to Parkman.
Gets the pass off. He finds his man.
Well, you didn't have to throw it to Parkman.
I think I may just leave that play in there for now because they seem to be covering the other way quite a bit.
Directing traffic. Number 47, the man in motion.
I wonder how Marshall will come free on that.
Pass play here on 1st down.
He didn't.
Gets rid of it.
Oh, but he got away with it anyways.
Yep, I got away with it anyway.
At the 27-yard line. Jenkins with a hot hand on this drive.
What he's doing is sitting back there in the pocket, seeing everything.
Yeah, I was just looking at that because the way that linebacker was like space backer wide, Marshall was going to run his route cleanly.
Yeah.
And he did run his route cleanly. It's just he didn't beat that corner.
Passing on 1st down with the pass, and This pass is completed.
Well, hopefully these guys have spent all of their drops for this game, and they'll catch everything I throw at them from now on.
Yeah.
Because this is crazy. I can't. This can't go on.
Come out of the nickel. He sees something in the defense. Looks like he's calling an audible. He'll get the ball again.
Wow. See, it's because they're going for the safeties.
Yep.
You outnumbered these guys, like, to a ridiculous
I know,
number.
that was a huge gap, right? Like, I should have been able to run that without any trouble at all. Now I'm going to have to throw a pass on third down because of the way they've lined up, right?
Drops back. Rolling. This pass is in.
Right? I had no choice. Because if I'd have tried running up the middle again like that, they would have just stuffed me again.
Yep.
Right. And let's not forget, folks, the one touchdown we do have, I went for it and made it on fourth down on that drive.
Yeah.
Right?
The visiting team are within a field goal.
The reason I did that is because just outside the 30-yard line, I figured that I wasn't going to gain that much by punting anyway. And I wasn't going to be able to kick a field goal from there, right?
Yep. Because our kicker can't kick a field goal from that far away because he's a cupcake kicker.
From the 7.
So I figured I had very little to lose by going on fourth down in that field position, right?
Yep.
Because it was only going to cost me about 12 or 14 yards of field position if I didn't make it.
They line up in the I formation. Caldwell. Edwards makes the play at the 28. And John is still trying to move the ball on the ground.
This is a tough physical team that likes to run the ball in just about any situation. When you can run the ball consistently, it really wears down the interior line and helps to slow down those pass rushes.
Caldwell is the deep back. McGuire sends a man in motion. Receives the handoff.
Wow, look at that.
What is this?
Oh, there's a penalty flag. That's going to be holding.
And he showboats his way toward the...
Yeah, definitely accept that penalty.
Wow.
And it appears this one will be a hold.
That's what happens when your feet and your body...
Well, you know what? The way that play went, he should have been stopped, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I feel kind of vindicated about the holding penalty there because he shouldn't have been able to do that anyway, I don't think.
Caldwell in the backfield. Looking to run it here.
Well, he won't do it through a team tackle.
No.
That is big-time football.
They're going to keep testing this rushing.
Well, now they're third down and 9.
He gets stronger every time he touches the ball.
It's third down and 9 to go. McGuire scans the defense from the gun. With the throw, he hits his receiver.
There, you made him throw the short pass.
Can't get past the marker.
Tackle him before he can make the first down.
Yep. Of course, we're still running our man coverage here.
Oh, yeah.
The only reason I line up in this alignment is because I get better punt blocking.
Here's the kick.
Or punt returns. Not much better, mind you.
For the fair
No.
catch.
In this case, it made no difference at all.
But it just seems like if you've got a wall of guys out in front of you, you actually get to return a punt every now and then.
Occasionally, you can return a punt, yeah.
Hawks come out in a nickel package.
Unlike the default game assignments where you just can't return a punt at all whatsoever.
Levy is the guy
Yeah, just run over that corner.
34-yard line.
Well, hey, managed to get 3 or 4 yards out of it, so. See, these guys have been lining up in wide alignments like this quite a lot, too, eh?
He surveys the field.
Ooh, got away with one there.
Yeah, I saw that linebacker out there in space there, and I'm just like, don't throw that.
I think arm strength probably is the only reason I got away with that, right?
Probably,
Because
if he'd
that
have
was-
been playing Kraus.
Yeah, because that was a fastball, right?
Calling an audible.
Wow, look at that, eh?
No blocking.
Yeah. We're going to have to... I think we're going to change...
Oh,
Whoops, wrong one. Come on, button. Okay. So these guys seem to be wanting to play a lot of zone defense.
yep.
So
Gotta do something that'll work against zone defense.
Looks like he's calling an audible. Looks like he's changing the play. Throwing. And he hits his target. Snow brings him down at the 46-yard line. Rhodes showed great body control to get to that ball and then pull it in.
Yeah, he made sure he was in the clear, moved into position, and made the catch.
And this is the 5th play of this drive. A little over 4 to go. Nickelback
Okay.
in this time. Jenkins with a man in motion.
okay.
Drops back with the throw.
They dropped it again.
4th down play. Upcoming.
That's his 4th drop in this game.
To see that kind of
Unbelievable. You know what? I'm going to bench him right now. Because that's just too much. That's 4 drops by the same guy, right?
Let's get back to the action on the field.
Wow. That is absolutely unreal.
Yeah, and it's not like he has a low catching rating and nobody was hitting him or interfering with
He
him.
was wide open on that play. Like, there's no way that he doesn't catch that.
It's 1st and 10. They give it to the halfback.
Damn it.
Jones pulls
That guy
it
is
in.
slippery, eh? He makes his way through the tightest gaps.
1st and 10.
I don't know. I think this game would definitely be different right now if it wasn't for all those drop passes on offense. Like,
They line
those
up in the I formation. Jacobs
those are
in
killers, right?
Yep.
motion. Again with the carry. Frank pulls him down at the 30. He makes his 5th stop of the game on that play. Caldwell was stuffed on that play, John.
They're just relentless when the offense decides to run the ball. They break down blocks very quickly. They do a good job maintaining their gap assignments, limiting cutback opportunities.
Caldwell, the deep back. Hand, the motion man. Handed off to the back. Number 20 makes the stop at the 41-yard line. Caldwell, he's showing no signs of slowing down as that gain puts him over 125 yards. At the end of 3, the score is 13-10. Teams are set for the 4th quarter of play. So they have 1st and 10 here. Backing off. Caldwell in the backfield. He'll pass on 1st down with the throw, and he makes the grab. Number 20.
See, and they throw short, quick passes, so you can't quite get to him before he throws the ball, right?
Yeah, he just looked up and the pass was right there. Those are the kind of passes your receivers
Well,
want.
that's okay.
And this is the 5th play of this drive. Ball right around midfield.
Well, so far your defense has definitely been up to standard in this one,
With a
but
man in motion. That breaks the Play up in the backfield. That's his third.
Well, somebody didn't block Zach Mack there.
Yep. Well, they were probably trying to get downfield to block out a safety, and they missed him, right? Because that's usually what happens when you get a play like that.
Making him go where he doesn't want to go.
Nice job so far on third down for the offense, and we'll see if that continues here. Receiver. Frank pulls him down at the 45. That's 3 times in this drive.
Yeah, unfortunately, third down and 4, that's a little bit too short, right? If that had been third down and 8, you would have had a stop there.
They're going to be picking up some points.
So they have 1st and 10 here. Passing on 1st down. Throwing. Right to him. Dives and brings him down at the 41-yard line. McGuire completes that one, and it goes for about 4 yards.
Now, that was 5 hook zones across.
Yeah.
You can't get much more thorough short pass coverage than that.
Giving some cushion on the outside. Only one man back. Caldwell. Terry records the stop at the 37-yard line.
He's one of those guys who can.
Well, here we go. Third down again.
This has been just another day at the office for him.
That 1st down marker just inside the 35. The defense just dropped the safeties and corners into deeper coverage. Hard to explain this one. He tucks it away. Fakes the handoff. With the throw.
Yeah, see, play action and then a 4-yard pass.
First down on that throw.
And they ran the perfect play to get
Wow.
a couple of yards.
So they have 1st and 10 here.
Man, they're killing us here.
The quarterback lines up with 2 backs behind him. He'll get it again. Number 95 pulls him down at the 31.
Yeah, that's why you use the rip and spin move, although, man, am I getting tired.
Yep.
Ah.
No, don't do that. Might need that later, because this is a tight game, right?
Well, I'm not thinking about calling a timeout. I was thinking about swapping Roble out so that he could get a little rest.
The corners playing off a bit. Only one man in the backfield. Caldwell.
Well, I ate up the play action guy, but unfortunately, the blitzer went and broke in towards the middle of the field like a retard.
Yeah.
Yeah, what happens? You get into a
Well, we need a stop here, because I think that if you don't stop him here, we're going to lose this game. Because I don't think I can score twice. I'll be lucky if I can score once.
They need 10 for a score.
The way that this has been going.
The backs are lined up in an aisle. Stevens moves in motion. Throws it. This pass is incomplete. The incomplete pass bringing up 2nd down. Thirteenth play of this drive. Stevens, the motion man. Over the run once again.
Oh. Well, at least I ate up a second lineman.
Yep, you got some infilling gun up there.
For at least a couple of plays.
Well, it looks like they're probably going to have to throw a pass now.
Yeah, they've had 2 running backs retire now.
Yeah, they're definitely been running a lot in this game.
These third downs haven't been much of an obstacle, and it's helped them to take the lead. Pump faking with the pass.
Well, you stopped them, forced them to kick the field goal, so we still have hope.
The defensive coordinator is pulling out everything. He's throwing his whole arsenal at him right now.
Williams and the kicking team come on for this field goal attempt. And it's on its way. The kick sails through. It's
All right.
good.
Well, we're going to have to take a brief pause here.
Alrighty. And we're back.
And welcome back.
Yes, and Rec V5X's defense has been keeping us in this game so far.
I'm doing my best.
Because Mills and Rhodes together are trying their very best to lose this game for us. I cannot believe the performance so far.
Oh, now we're going to get a holding penalty.
Yep. Well, why not? Anyway, if we look at the stats here so far in this game, okay, we're basically 3 of 10 on third down.
Yep.
Okay. And if you look at the number of passes that we've thrown in this game, we've only thrown 26 passes and still managed to complete 61% of them.
Yep.
Right? But if you look at dropped passes, Benji Rhodes and Alex Mills have 4 and 3 in this game, respectively.
Oh my God.
And I think one of those drops was not on a third down attempt.
But most of them were.
But at least 6 of those passes were dropped on third down.
Yeah.
Right? And that is just absolutely killing us. Which is why, at this point, I have benched Rhodes. Because after he dropped his 4th pass of the game,
you figured that was just a bit much.
I figured that was just a bit much. Okay, we need to do something.
Calling an audible. Looking upfield.
Oh, man.
At the 18. And a pickup of about 2.
And so, we're going to give the third string guy a chance today. Coleman there.
Drops back with the pass.
Go Marshall.
Yep, well, he caught that one.
He also hasn't dropped a pass today.
No, he's caught 6. But now we're in a third down situation again.
Calling an audible now.
And this is going to be Coleman's shot.
Throws it out over to the left.
Well, he caught it.
Yep.
Brings him down. Coleman.
Okay.
John, that'll move the change.
He's one of the keys to their success when they're moving the ball through the air.
I know, it's pretty darn tough to come back from an absolutely horrible, start in the passing game, right?
Gets the call.
Nice.
Yeah. Let's see if we can sneak up the middle. Wow, look at that. They gave us 10 yards for that, too.
Only every run can be like that.
Yeah.
Too many guys going for the big hit instead of wrapping up the ball carrier.
Whoop, come on.
Hart, the motion man.
Well, better not call that audible, because if I get the long one, I'll be screwed.
Yep.
Looking for a receiver.
He juggled it, but...
Yeah, but he caught it.
You know, how come he can juggle it and still catch it, but your best wide receiver can't?
I don't know. It's been one of those games, right, where it just seems like anything that can go wrong will.
Hart in motion. Pass play here on first down. Under pressure.
Uh-oh. Look at that, eh?
Great play in the backfield.
Anything that can go wrong will.
Did a great job breaking through, getting there for the stop.
Well, if you just keep passing, though, you should be able to make this up in 2 pass plays.
He just made it look simple.
Nickelback in this time. Jenkins sends a man in motion.
They're playing a zone defense here.
He surveys the field on the move.
Wide open.
The 20, the 10.
Oh, man, that was beautiful. Beautiful.
I caught him in a cover, too, eh?
Yep.
Beautiful pass, too, like right on the mark. And I finally found somebody that can catch the ball when I throw it to him.
Wow. Just replace all the wide receivers with running backs.
Yeah, really, eh?
Woodson comes in for the extra point.
The only problem is I gave him way too much time.
Well, I'll do my best.
The visiting team find themselves up by a small margin.
That was a 47-yard touchdown pass.
This one off.
Oh, shit.
It's okay, it went straight.
Oh, okay, it stayed in play. Yeah.
From the 4-yard line to the 20. The offense ready to go again after their last drive.
Everything that could possibly go wrong in this game has so far.
It's 1st and 10. The corners are giving a bit of a cushion. Caldwell, the lone setback. McGuire sends a man in motion. To carry it, drops behind the line.
That was an interesting move you made there.
That was not an intentional move. I was still calling audibles.
Just as soon as you snap the ball.
Well, you fought hard in this one, that's for sure.
Coming up here. They'll go from the I formation. Fires it over the middle.
Yeah, pass defense.
Incomplete pass.
That was a linebacker playing the deep zone in the middle.
Always
Yeah.
seems to find a way week after week to get open, and that's his 4th catch today.
What do you mean it's his 4th catch? What catch?
Coming up
Yeah,
here.
well, you know, the smoke is coming out of the booth there.
Yeah.
Going to a defense here as they back up the safeties and
You
corners.
hear the gurgling sound on the live mic.
Yeah.
Closing in.
Oh, big stop.
People into the secondary, but still generated an excellent pass rush.
And that gives you a lot of flexibility calling your defense. If the guys up front are good at creating pressure, then you don't have to blitz as often, giving you the ability to double cover an opponent's best receiver.
Here's the punt. Fair catch.
Oh, boy.
So they have 1st and 10 here.
Shorten us on time here a little bit, too.
Oh, they always do on a change of possession.
Yeah.
They're dicks like that.
Looking for room. Breaks the tackle.
Parkman's like, screw you, safety.
He
Yep.
doesn't have blazing speed, but he'll just run you over if he has to.
And he'll come out of the backfield and make a few catches, too, if you forget about it.
Yeah, Parkman's so quick. He's got such blazing speed, he's almost as fast as Peyton Manning.
Yeah, we'll give it to the other guy this time, just so we're not doing the same thing twice in a row here.
This one is handed off. Clark got just enough. He bowls straight ahead for the 1st down.
Those big old linemen did a heck of a job.
Yo,
of just
Parkman
driving
couldn't
back
beat
that
Tom
line.
Brady in a
Win
race.
that battle. Stop him and you'll
I don't think he
get
can beat
up.
anybody in a race. Uh-oh.
Calling an audible now. Drops back. Throwing.
Wow, that linebacker pancaked your right tackle.
Yeah.
And that's what the mark of a solid
Yeah, I'm
defense
glad
is.
that that is a
They're not
quick
in hurry,
pass.
And they don't miss tackle.
Hawks come out in a nickel package. Calling an audible.
Yeah, that's right, Jenkins. Wave your hands around.
Fullback handoff.
Oh,
With the tackle.
it's amazing how they're able to push him back just that inch.
Well, somebody cut his feet out from under him there, eh?
Yeah,
Like the way that looked, it looked like somebody dove and hit him in the ankles.
that's okay. You don't have to run this play.
No, I don't have to run this play, so I'm not going to. Although I probably have the advantage here in the pass, but it's still iffy, right?
Yeah. Why stop the clock in situations where you don't need to?
That's right.
Ball on the 46-yard line. 5th play of this drive. 2 minutes left. Looks like he's calling an audible.
Okay, well, let's hope he can catch the pass.
With the throw.
He caught the pass.
That's a big one.
Yep.
At the 41.
There, they've just used a timeout.
They have 2 timeouts left.
Oops.
It's 1st and 10.
Now they got everybody up on the line.
You know, they're spread, though. You might be able to dive.
Yeah, well, I'm going to anyway, just because... it'll force them to use another timeout.
They have 1 left. They'll have to get the ball inside the 31 to convert for the first down. Changing the play now. Clark. Number 57 pulls him down.
There, that was a good run.
Yep.
Okay, here we go. What are we going to do?
8th play of this drive. They need 5. The defense lines up in the nickel. Surveys the field. It's rid of it.
Oh, you didn't make it. Oh, come on. I sure hope they overturn that. Wow. That's unbelievable. Right? Unbelievable.
McGuire back in the shotgun. Dropping back to pass on 1st down. Gets the pass off. Jones records the...
That's just unbelievably cheesy. Wow.
Dropping back. Pressure with the throw. He hits his receiver. And he is bumped out of bounds at the 49-yard line.
I'm feeling a little bit bitter now.
Hill stops the clock with the
I totally understand why.
If that's, even if I don't make the first down there, if that's not a fumble, then I'm at least punting it into their end, right?
Yep.
You know, like that was just absolutely horrible.
They have to get the ball inside the 39 to convert, giving some cushion on the outside. Off his back foot. This one falls incomplete. No choice here, John. They just have to keep throwing.
Yeah, they do. Running the ball isn't going to do a whole lot of good now.
They've got receivers bunched together on both sides of the ball. Pressure coming. Throws it.
Oh, that would have been the game right there.
Working against them.
Well, 4th and 10.
It might be a little too late.
6th play of this drive. Directing traffic. Backing off. Not a lot of options here. They have to take a shot and go for it. Throwing. He finds his man.
Yes.
Number 20 records.
He just ran backwards too much.
Ran backwards too much, trying to run out of that tackle.
Conversion the offense needed.
Well, we're not going to run another play here.
And it's worse because now the other team has the ball.
It's 1st and 10.
Wow.
Yeah, I guess if you run another play, you got more chances for things to go wrong.
There's more chances for something to go wrong. This way they use their last timeout, and now we can run the clock out.
I can't believe they'd call a timeout here.
Well, they have to, because if they didn't, I'd run the clock out, eh?
I know, but you'll run the clock out anyways.
I know, but they're hoping maybe that I'll do something dumb like try to run a play, right?
Yeah.
Wow. You know what? This was a nail-biter. Wow. And with everything that went wrong, like, I can't believe all the drop passes, the fumble.
Yeah.
Man, oh man. Rec V5X wins this game for us.
It was not an easy game. And especially these guys were a higher powered offense than what we were up against last time.
Yeah. Well, surprisingly enough, though, I guess that's the way that the Ravens played at this time, too, right?
Yeah.
That they weren't really known for their high-powered offense. They were a very dominant defense, right?
Yeah, and so even with all these high-powered offensive players, it didn't really benefit them as much as you would think. I guess the problem with their offensive scheme is not personnel.
Nope.
Tonight, Jenkins is our horse trailer.
Oh, look at that. Bo Jenkins makes player of the game anyways, eh? In spite of not getting any help from his receivers at all.
Yeah, really. That kind of lets you know what kind of offensive game this was for everyone.
Oh, man. I can't believe that. I'm glad that they did not benefit from that fumble anyway. At least you didn't allow that to happen.
It could have very easily gone that way, though.
Yeah. So look at that.
I mean, if that catch on that hook, hook out ends up being like a couple inches or a yard further,
yeah,
then they won this game.
Yep. I think that's, look at the time of possession there too, though, eh?
Yeah, they actually had more time of possession than you did.
Yeah. So there we go. Bo Jenkins, 23 of 33. And that 47-yard touchdown pass to Pete Clark.
Yep, that won
the game, eh? Yeah. And we did try to run the ball a little bit, but we didn't really have the ball very much.
Yep.
Right? So, yeah. And there's Marshall.
Yeah, he really pulled through in this game.
Yeah. But look at that. That's a disgrace. That is absolutely horrible, right? Those guys are the best two receivers on the team, hands-wise. Like, their catching ratings are the two highest on the team.
Yeah, Coleman's not even that good, but he didn't drop it.
No, he's not that good, but he did catch both passes that I threw his way. But look at this. Danny Jones leading the way with 9 tackles.
Oh, my God.
You had your nickel linebacker out there, eh?
Our strong safety did good work today.
Yep, he did. Actually, that one play that he made, maybe benching him in that last game did something.
Yeah, look at this. I got 6 tackles on my own.
Yep. Yeah, you can tell when they're running the ball a lot when your defensive linemen get a lot of tackles, right?
I don't think Pete got any, but yeah, I got 6 on my own. Cedric Perry got 4 for a loss. Dak Mack got 2 for a loss. Travis Wade 2 for a loss. We didn't get a sack all game, though.
Nope. Well, the thing is, though, when they were passing, they weren't really trying for the long passes, right? In fact, I would say that the offensive strategy that they followed, if everybody played us that way, we'd have a lot more games like this, right?
Well, we got 9 deflected passes.
Yeah.
So they were throwing it into coverage all day long.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure, though, the reason you didn't get any sacks is because they were just, when they weren't running the ball, they were throwing short, quick passes, right?
And they were throwing it into coverage pretty readily.
Yeah, but still, they were throwing the ball quickly rather than dropping back and trying for those long bombs, right?
Well, he looks like he did pretty okay.
Well, he was 20 of 35.
Respectable rating.
Yep. Which is, he did better than most quarterbacks do against you statistically. Look at this, though. They gave the ball to this guy 36 times.
Yep.
Wow.
I've never seen the AI run so much.
And then they gave it to the other guy 3. They ran the ball 39 times. Wow. So, you know, like, that's what can happen when you go up against a team that actually makes a commitment to the run. The game plays much differently.
Yep.
Right? I have to say, although I experienced a fair amount of frustration in this game, I have to say I kind of enjoyed this game quite a bit too, right? See, they only got 3 drops in 35 pass attempts, right?
Yeah, and one of those was because the guy laid a hit on the guy.
Yeah, a couple of those were from big hits in the open field when they was trying to catch the ball.
Yep.
But there you go, right? Your key here, the 2 longest pass plays they completed were just over 20 yards. And even though they ran the ball a lot, well, the longest run that they got was 16.
Yep.
Right?
They never got any 20-plus yard runs.
Well, they did break that one that came back from a holding penalty, but still, I think that the holding penalty might, from what I saw, because he was in the middle of a big pile and then he burst out of the pack like that.
Yeah.
And I think that usually that's probably why the holding penalty went, right? So anyway, they didn't get me for that many tackles for a loss, actually, even though I couldn't run against them. And they only sacked me one time. That fumble really hurt, but
yeah, well, I guess that's why Jenkins is like the fourth-string wide receiver, right?
yeah. Well, at least I had the presence of mind, though, to keep with that play. I didn't give up on it, and I made sure I knew that the guy, when he recovered the fumble, was still laying on the ground, so I had to go over there and at least touch him, right?
Yep.
Otherwise, he would have got up and ran it in for a touchdown.
Yeah.
So that field goal that they missed was a 50-plus yarder. And that one, he almost made it. And that turned out to be the difference in the game right there.
Yeah, well.
Right? He missed the really long field goal. And, like there's a lot of ways that we could have lost this game.
Disadvantage of playing in the dome, I guess. No help from the wind.
Nope. So Bo Jenkins got to be the player of the game, though. And you know what? If this game had gone the other way, I'm pretty sure that their halfback would have gotten the player of the game.
Probably.
Because Lorenzo Caldwell there, because he ran the ball a lot.
Well, it just goes to show, though, right? Even if they run the ball a lot, they ain't going to run the score up on you, right?
No, they're not going to run the score up, but they did keep in this game, right?
Yeah.
And they kept the ball out of my hands. Because when I finally did manage to catch them in the right coverage, I burned them deep, right?
Yep.
Anyway, that was pretty intense. But we managed to squeak out a win.
Indeed.
So, I'm not sure who we're playing next week, but hopefully it'll be a little easier game than this.
Hopefully.
Anyway, until then,
I'm RecV5.
And I'm Sandman99.
Have a good one.